An estimated 42.1 million people, or 18.1% of all adults aged 18 years or older in the United States, smoke cigarettes. Cigarette smoking is the leading cause of preventable death in the United States, accounting for more than 480,000 deaths, or 1 of every 5 deaths each year.
I started because, I don't know, everybody around me was just smoking, so I guess I just picked one up. Now I just smoke because I'm addicted.
Okay. Experimenting with it, kind of dumb. But it's more of, to me, it's a bit more personal, it's more of to see what an addiction feels.
Enjoy smoking. I've been smoking since I was 15.
I hate it. If I could avoid it, I totally would, but all my friends smoke, so that's unavoidable.
I notice when I get a cup of coffee, that's when I feel the urge to want to have a cigarette. For other people, it may be the nicotine that is an alarm. Oh, I need this. I need this. Develop a need, a physiological need, and a psychological need.
But my friends didn't really push it on me. They were just smoking, and they've already been in there for they've already been smoking for 2-3 years. Started really young.
Smoking is an oxidative process. By oxidative process, that means that it causes what we call free radical damage to our tissues. And that means that basically we're destroying healthy tissues, we're destroying healthy cells.
Well, it's pretty much, it follows suit with federal agencies, the military, and most standard office environments. You don't get to do that. You don't get to smoke. If you choose to smoke, you have to find an acceptable area, because you're dealing with people where you're poisoning people around you, and they shouldn't have to put up with your habit.
From a medical standpoint, it is the worst thing you could ever do to your body. I work as an EMT, and I see horrible, horrible things all the time from people who smoke, and I see it like firsthand what happens to you 20, 30 years down the line if you continue to smoke.
These are a set of healthy lungs in a contraption that simulates inhalation. In this experiment, conducted to show the negative health effects of smoking, the healthy lungs are forced to inhale a cigarette at a rather rapid rate. After inhaling 60 cigarettes, the lungs begin to brown. The damage to the lungs is shocking and undeniable. These browned lungs are then placed next to a set of healthy lungs. The difference between the two is clear. The smoker's lung has a dark buildup of toxins in the esophagus. As you can see, the smoker's lung appears to be deadened compared to the healthy pink lungs. To review, smoking is a problem because it causes damage to healthy tissues, as seen in the experiment with lungs and smoking inhalation. It also makes it difficult to function in many work environments later in life. The addiction can seem unprofessional and can even pose as a distraction. Smoking is not only harmful to the smoker, but to everyone who is around them. And on college campuses that allow smoking, other students are forced to risk the dangerous effects of secondhand smoke. But if this is so bad for you, why are students smoking anyway?
We know that a lot of people turn to smoking because it's a stress reducer, right? For stress reduction. Sometimes they might start smoking because of experimenting. And we know that nicotine is one of the highest addictive drugs out there. Nicotine is one of the most addictive drugs. It's also the hardest to quit.
You think you're poisoned because the world is stressed out. You need to get by your day. You can't judge people for what they go through. You don't know what they go through, and if a cigarette kind of put I think a little bit of the edge off it and can keep going by.
Results from opinion questions in one survey conducted by Dr. Parker and Ms. Hames at the University of South Carolina Upstate indicated that 71% of smokers agreed that smoking relieved stress. According to the U.S. National Library of Medicine, smoking was revealed to serve multiple functions when college students were stressed. Smoking a cigarette promoted social interaction among peers when students felt isolated from their friends. It also sent a distress signal, communicating to others that the smoker is stressed. Students described that smoking managed their stress and secondhand stress from friends and classmates.
So, so there are a lot of different ways that we can quit smoking, and positive ways that we can add in terms of stress reduction. So it'd be really good to help people quit smoking. We find that there are different ways that you can do it. Replace it with a positive coping behavior that reduces stress, like walking. Taking a nice walk every time you have a craving for a cigarette will replace the same feel-good feelings that you get immediately after having a cigarette. Plus, it's more beneficial for not only your biological health, but for your psychological health.
So how do we prevent oxidative stress on our bodies? By eating antioxidants. So antioxidants are compounds in foods, specifically in plant food, that help prevent the oxidative process from happening, prevent the damage of healthy tissue. The way it does that is because the antioxidants will take on the free radical damage itself. So basically takes on the damage so that the healthy cells stay healthy. So with the oxidative stress of smoking, the more antioxidants you eat, the more healthy plant food, fruits and vegetables, the more you prevent healthy tissue from getting damaged.
You're stressed. If you're stressed, that's an easy way out, and you got to find other ways to relieve stress. How about talking to somebody? Smoking isn't the way. Definitely not.
Self-efficacy is a person's belief in their ability to succeed. According to a study done by Indiana University, the University of Alabama, and the Thai Red Cross Society, students who had lower levels of self-efficacy reported smoking more frequently and greater quantities of cigarettes than students with higher levels of self-efficacy. Self-efficacy was the most significant predictor of smoking behaviors. Health promotion programs focused on self-efficacy may be an effective tool for reducing the initiation, frequency, and amount of cigarette smoking among college students. We believe we can solve this problem right here at NOVA by creating our own health promotion program that focuses on increasing self-efficacy. We propose to dedicate a room on campus to this program, in which there will be counselors who are willing to help students find healthy coping mechanisms for stress that works for them, such as exercise and eating healthy as mentioned earlier. These counselors can help the smokers utilize these mechanisms by organizing group walks around campus to get their heart rate up. These counselors will talk to these students about their stresses, offer emotional support and encouragement to help them succeed in recovery. The room can have a study corner, which is helpful because if at any point in time a student feels too stressed and wants to smoke, counselors will be right there to help immediately. With the support from their fellow recovering addicts and from understanding counselors, we believe these cigarette smokers have a chance at kicking their habit for good and reducing the harm they impose on others, and especially on themselves.